boy. Well, good evening, good people and Eagle fans. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. As you can see, the flame is just kind of going all over the place. It's kind of crazy because it was 71 degrees today. It was beautiful, so we got a chance to finish the chicken run, so the chickens have their spot that's safe from the wolves and everything else that are getting at them and stuff, and they can kind of keep up with them. So my good friends are happy with that. And tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I hope that wherever you're going for Thanksgiving, you take your time, you get there, you get through the airport, and everything's safe and sound. And hopefully you don't overeat, put on too much weight, and just feel sick all day tomorrow. Because they have what they're saying may be the biggest or the most watched regular season football game in history. The over and under is 50 million people watching. Probably full from Thanksgiving dinner, because I have mine early. I usually have mine about 2:30, 3 o'clock. So that way, if I need to, I can take a short nap before the Cowboys game, because we got the Lions. And unlike past years when I used to go to Detroit for the Lions game, because my wife, working for United Way, they put on the halftime show in Detroit. Yeah, I spent like 12 Thanksgivings in Detroit. I have like a second family that's there, but I'd rather be home. I've already got started. I got my baked beans ready to just be warmed up. I got my sweet potatoes ready. I got my broccoli already cooked and ready to go. I just need to make the cheese sauce to put on that tomorrow, put it in the oven, and I'll get up in the morning. I got my stuffing, bread drying out right now. I got my onions and celery sliced up, and it's ready to go. So when I get up in the morning, I'll melt some butter, do the celery and onions and stuff to put on half of the bread that I have, and then I'll do the apples and the apple cider and the butter and the brown sugar and stuff for the other stuffings. So I'll get the stuffings together and get the turkey in the oven. So I'm pretty much on cruise control for Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow. Oh, and I can't forget the ham. Can't forget the ham or the collard greens. Can't forget the greens. Got to get the greens. But had a good time today. I had a great time today with Philly 500 and Dan Saleo. Philly 500. I have to say, he's been texting me back and forth because Dan Saleo said if the Cowboys win against Kansas City and the Eagles lose, they're a game and a half behind you. And Philly 500, oh, well, how the hell are they? You're trying to steal a game from us. It's like, yeah, we really are 2 games behind you, because the half game only helps us if you tie somebody, and you're probably not going to tie anybody. You just can't score enough points to tie with somebody. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? I didn't mean to say it. But really, we're 2 games behind you. But it starts to get to be interesting, and it starts then all of a sudden putting in the back of your mind, we're on a losing streak, and you got some issues. Because Devontae Smith, we didn't know he couldn't practice in a walkthrough. See, when you play on Sunday and then you've got a short week, the Cowboys aren't having, they're not putting on full pads and hitting anything like that. Not that they really hit in practice now anyway. You're just basically getting treatment on Monday, and Tuesday they're going to go through and they're going to have a walkthrough. They're just basically going to say, here's our game plan. Let's just kind of walk through, the routes and stuff that we're going to do. We're going to tweak everything. You're not going to make major changes on a short week. And it's better for the Cowboys because they were at home today. They were able to do their walkthrough and stuff and go sleep at the hotel with their teammates. Whereas Kansas City has to fly in today and then play tomorrow on a short week. It gives them less time to get together. Oh, so there's that. And for whatever reason, nobody wants the Cowboy fans to feel good. We're not allowed to feel good about what the team is doing. Don't know why, but people want to steal our thunder. And it's like, can't I just be happy that the Cowboys beat the Eagles? That for at least 1 week, I don't have to hear about Dak's a choker. Dak doesn't win any real games and stuff. That I don't have to be descended like locusts, the Eagle fans all over me and telling me how much I suck. Can I do that? Because I think some of y'all would like to take, make a wish. That y'all would like to ruin make a wish for somebody, who's just trying to feel good for once. But I tell you what, something that has escaped, and I don't think too many people have really noticed, okay? But the Cowboys, when you draft, here's what I like to say about a draft. You want a plug-in guy that is a day one starter that makes your team better right then and there. Second thing is you want to get at least another starter. Third thing is you want to get a special team standout and you want to get some depth. Now, we're a little over halfway through the season, and looking at the draft class that we have, he's not showing up as one of the top rookies in the NFL, but I think that you have to start putting him in that classification is Tyler Booker. Now, I need to look and see how the rookie offensive lineman rating, I think I went through all of the rookies that went through, because I think Donovan E.Z., I think he's third or fourth out of all the rookies that were drafted. And figuring that he was midway through the second round, the fact that he's a top 5 rookie, that's really good. But Tyler Booker, I want you to understand, Tyler Booker manhandled Jalen Carter. When he was drafted, everybody laughed at him and was like, okay, when he said, I want to play Jalen Carter. You want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And Jalen Carter, 1 tackle, 2 assists. He wasn't in there batting down balls like he did the week before. He wasn't putting pressure on the quarterback. Tyler Booker handled him as a rookie. Shout out to my man DMV, but DMV, man, I think you gave up on the Cowboys maybe just a little bit too soon. I know it was hard because, the Cowboys have done so much bad shit. And I'm not trying to say to forgive Jerry Jones and think that Jerry and Stephen Jones have changed. That Micah Parsons trade when it happened was ugly. Trust me, I drank almost a bottle of rum and was passed out on the bathroom floor, as you all know. But as this thing has evolved and changed, you start looking at this and saying, right now, at least the last 2 weeks, we're a better defense than we were last year. And we're just beginning to get people on the field. Oh, back to that draft class. Savon Ravel, another one that's doing good things for us. Unfortunately, Jaden Blue, not so much. Malik Davis looked a whole lot better than Jaden Blue, but man, he's got time to get the thing on. But that draft class was good. But Tyler Booker is definitely the real deal. And this defense, as Savon Ravel gets better and gets used to, because Savon Ravel didn't have training camp. Savon Ravel didn't play football since last September, before these 2 games. He will get better as the season goes on, as he gets more time under his belt. And so will Overshown. Now he's got 2 games under his belt. He's already looking pretty fast again in his limited time. As the season goes on, he's going to get better and better. You actually have to look at this and say the Cowboys, the record hasn't shown it yet, but the Cowboys have made major improvements in so many areas. George Pickens being another one of those major moves. Dak Prescott, you know what? You can say what you want about my quarterback. He's the real deal. He is, wow. I finally remember to put the new tank on. So that's a full tank. It's got plenty of pressure on this sucker. It's putting out some heat now. The other one was kind of like on its last, just done, putting out a little bit there. Say what you want about this team, and it's not ready yet. But if we look at where Mike McCarthy's first year was, and we look at how Shoddy's first year is, we're in much better shape. Without a doubt, in much better shape. We'll see what the rest of the season has to offer and how it goes, but you should feel pretty good. And the Eagles, they're checking the rearview mirror because they know the Cowboys are creeping up from behind. Pause. Alrighty, good people. The weather, like I said, it was 71 degrees today. Tomorrow's high, I think, is going to be 42, and it's going to be down in the 20s. The wind has been blowing like crazy this evening, and you can feel the chill happening in the air. So things change fast, a lot faster than you think. And maybe, just maybe, one of those fast changes is the Dallas Cowboys. As always, remember, tell the people you love how much you love them. Life is too short and goes by too fast not to let those people know how you feel. I love you guys. And tomorrow is Thanksgiving and 3 major games for Thanksgiving. I appreciate y'all. Peace out.